So I kind of wanted to give you my flashlight collection here. This is um, okay. This flashlight here, this one is a Milwaukee pivot flashlight from the Home Depot. They still sell them. They were $60. So they had at one point in history they had a buy one get one free. I had a very special coupon that I got from from an employee, and I was able to get this one for free. And I was able to get this one for only $60 at the time that I had purchased this light. I tried to keep them in mint condition by not like scratching them out, because a lot of people that have flashlights, they'll like scratch the crap out of them. So this is actually my favorite light to work on stuff with, like on my car. I'll use these specific lights to work on my car because you can pivot them, and then they're not waterproof, but the light itself is the most beautiful, aesthetic, pleasing light there is. Look how nice this light is. Look at that. It looks like a light bulb. It doesn't even look like a flashlight. This looks like a light bulb, especially when you hang it from like the metal of your car, and you can work on your light, and you get 12 hours out of this brightness. You get 3 hours out of this brightness, and you get about 3.5 hours out of this brightness, and then you get about 12 hours on this brightness. They take a customized battery from Milwaukee. Milwaukee makes really good flashlights. I love this flashlight. A lot of mechanics use these, and they usually have more than one. And I got this one for free. I got this one. This is a Phoenix PD36 Tactical. They were selling it for $79.99. I got it for $59.99 because I get them through the sales. I got this one about 4 months ago. It's 3,000 lumens. It's a really good light, by the way. And it's a really good light, but I don't like the dial on the bottom. Not a fan of the dial on the bottom, though. This is my favorite flashlight of all time. This is the Phoenix PD36 rechargeable. This light will last at 1500 lumens the whole time. Literally the whole time. Or 1600 lumens at its full brightness for hours and hours and hours. Well, up to like 3 hours. You'll get this kind of brightness right here, up to 3 hours before it starts to step down. And I think this is my favorite flashlight of all time. This is definitely the flashlight if you get stuck in the middle of like a wooded forest. You would want to have this flashlight. Olight has been very nice to me over the last few months and has sent me free flashlights. This was sent to me at a discount for $49.99. They had a really good sale going on because one of their batteries had exploded on me. One of the proprietary batteries. So they sent me free flashlights. They sent me this one. This is a Olight Mini Warrior 2. This is the colorful one I like. It is 1700 lumens, and it takes a proprietary 1860. In other words, you got to buy the batteries from them or it won't work. But that's the Olight Mini Warrior 2. And this one is this cloudy version. I don't know how you say it. Clouds. This is a regular Olight Mini Warrior 2. This is the Olight Mini Warrior 2. This was sent for free, and this was also sent for free. These were sent for free. This was $50. But they ended up giving it to me for free because they refunded my PayPal account. This one is actually a really unique flashlight. A lot of people don't like this one because the lens melts if it gets stuck on. But what I like about this flashlight is it stays bright for a very long time. And a lot about Olight, a lot of people don't know this, but they charge using magnetic. It's a little weird how it works. Kind of hard to understand it, but Olight flashlights are very unique. Now, another good flashlight that I have is this. This is the Olight M2R Warrior Pro. This is one of their better flashlights in my opinion. Extremely needed in cold weather with the lithium ion batteries. They can take a lot more beating. And this one is, I don't remember how many lumens it is. I think it's 1800 lumens. It's almost 2000, and it's extremely bright, and it's a white light, so It's the light is a lot warmer than the white lights of these other flashlights. So that's a really good flashlight to have. But this is a good EDC flashlight, an everyday carry flashlight, in my opinion. This one is my favorite, actually. When it comes to EDC, it's small, it's compact, it's bright as hell, and I have extra batteries for it. And it's really bright, but you can't get it to melt. It'll melt the lens. See how bright the son of a gun is? This is 1600. I think it's 1600 lumens. That's 1500 lumens, I think. It's really, really bright for how small it is, and it lasts a long time. When on one full charge, I was able to get good working light out of this for over 6 hours. On this, it does dim down, of course, after so many hours. This is the older model, and this is actually better than the Olight Mini Warrior 2. This one is not as good as this one. The original one is a lot better and smaller. But my favorite flashlight is the Fenix PD36R flashlight, rechargeable. This one's the best one. This thing lasts forever. I mean, it just on forever. See, forever and ever and ever and ever. It just doesn't stop working. That is a very unique flashlight, I think, in my opinion. I think it's even better than the Streamlights that I have. This one is more for tactical use. This is more for like help, and strobe action. Sure, it's a strobe at 3000 lumens. And this is a really good light. But this is the best work light, in my opinion, if you're working on a vehicle or if you're working on projects in the dark. And it also works good in the cold because it has lithium batteries in it. But you can't get these wet, and they recharge via USB-A or the old style chargers. This one, the Fenix PD36R, takes USB-C. This, you actually have to take the battery out to charge it. And these, you have to use a magnetic charger for it to work. But it's tactical. It's like a little tactical rechargeable light. These are really nice. But my favorite is the Olight. From Olight, my favorite is the Olight Mini. This one is a really good light. And if you're using it for tactical use, this is a really good light too. It also has that moonlight mode. I mean, you could literally get 60 days out of this motherfudger. And no, this is not an endorsement or advertisement. But, I mean, if you're in an emergency situation, look how this one lumen is really bright. Let me show you. This one little lumen, it's one lumen. But it's extremely bright for one lumen because it's so tight. You see how tight the beam is? That's one lumen. That can last 60 days on one charge. Amazing. But yeah, this is my little flashlight collection. But if anybody needs to get a flashlight, I recommend getting the Fenix PD36R. And always keep it fully charged because you never know when you're going to need it. What if there's a tornado? What if there's an earthquake? What if there's a hurricane? What if the power just goes out randomly for days? I mean, you're going to need a light, especially if you're going to be walking down. What if you're in a cave? Like, I know it's stupid, but like, what if you get stuck in a cave? What if you're walking and you fall and you trip down like an embankment and you get stuck there and you break your leg or something and you need to get a light to get to the road and say, hey, somebody, I fell down. What if your cell phone falls away from you but you kept your flashlight in your pocket? Well, you might be able to actually wing people down. Like, you might be able to shine, something up, or you might be able to flash somebody or strobe somebody. What if there's somebody in a helicopter? Maybe they see you and maybe you get saved. I mean, shoot, I know it's limited, but you could try. I mean, it might be able to catch the attention of somebody that could help you if your leg are broken, or let's say you're on a cliff and it's a pretty common trail. I mean, it's better to have these flashlights than not have them. But also, if you're going to have any flashlight, doesn't matter how cheap or expensive they are, you need to have an extra battery. Carry an extra battery with you. Do not be stupid. Always carry an extra battery. Don't just buy the flashlight and not get an extra battery with it. Always get an extra battery because you never know if you're going to need it. Now, this is my abused flashlight. I call this the abused flashlight because I use it all the time at night. If I'm going to go walking, I always carry this one. I carry this one, even though I don't need it. I carry this one in the pouch because I don't want to scratch it. I'm weird like that, okay? I'm very weird like that. This one, I don't care if I scratch. See how the color is fading here? I've dropped it multiple times already. I don't care if I scratch this one. It's a really... This is the working light here, in my opinion. I don't care about this one. But this is my... I'll take good care of this one, but this is the abused flashlight. But I don't care about scratching. I mean, I care about scratching this one, but I don't care about scratching this one, even though I don't like this one. And the Olight Mini Warrior 2, I don't think is better than the Olight Mini Warrior. I think they should have kept this one, but made it to where it can't get burned in. Because I think this one's brighter, in my opinion, and the brightness lasts a lot longer with this one. For magnetic. This is the abused flashlight. This is the tactical flashlight, but this is also the flashlight you would use. In my opinion, if you're going to go out and you're going to go out onto a trail, if you don't have at least 2 flashlights with 2 extra batteries, because these are proprietary batteries, they're 18650 proprietaries. If you don't have an extra battery for your flashlight, and you don't also carry yourself a an extra battery charger, like a like like a cell phone charger thing that charges, you can charge batteries with them too. I don't want to be around you because your safety is extremely important, okay? So I would recommend that you always carry a flashlight with you because you never know when you're going to need it. If you're in Alaska for 6 months out of the year, I know a lot of people that use the flashlights. They use a lot of flashlights during the winter time because the sun never comes up, so they always have flashlights. Because you never know if you're going to get stuck. You never know if you're going to need to see what you're doing. What if you get stuck in the snow? I mean, there's a lot of reasons. What if you hit a pothole? And there's a lot of reasons why you would need a flashlight. And these work in extreme cold conditions. These actually do work in cold conditions. They'll keep some of their charge in extremely cold weather compared to AA flashlights without the lithium batteries. So anyways, if I would recommend any flashlight to buy as a starter flashlight, I would recommend the PD36R. And I wouldn't go anything other than the PD36R, even though it's a 2-year-old model. This is the most reliable flashlight I think that's ever been made by any flashlight carrier, and how long it lasts, for how the size. Now, if you're just looking for a very small flashlight that you want to carry in your purse, just push this button here and click the lockout mode, and then the light should turn red and should come on now. Oh, I didn't do it long enough. Hold on. Okay, so you can't accidentally turn it on now because it will burn your clothes. See, now it won't come on now. That's a lockout mode. But yeah, I would definitely get a little Olight flashlight. I think it's a good brand, and I think you should get one. Okay, that's all I wanted to say.